Have you ever felt guilty for changing? Like you're betraying a past version of yourself? Let's talk about that because growth isn't betrayal, it's bravery. Hi, I'm Marisol. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm diving into a message that might be exactly what your soul needs to hear. You are allowed to change. Not because there was something wrong with who you were, but because you're growing. You've learned. You've lived through some things that have shifted your perspective. And that's not only okay, it's healthy. It's necessary. And I know sometimes the scariest part of changing is not the change itself, but the fear that we might disappoint someone, that people won't understand, that we'll lose relationships, approval, or the image we've spent years building. Let me say this clearly. You are not responsible for staying the same just to make other people comfortable. Your evolution might ruffle some feathers, and it might confuse those people that only knew an older version of you. But those who truly love you and wish you good, they'll make room for your growth. And those who don't, maybe they were only meant to walk with you for part of the journey. It's kind of like this. Imagine you're on a long road trip. At first, your passengers are perfect for that leg of the ride. They laugh with you, they help with directions, they are part of that version of your map. But as the scenery changes, so do you. You realize that you are headed somewhere deeper, somewhere more you. And not everyone wants to go that far. Some people want to stay in the last rest stop, and that's okay. It doesn't mean they were bad passengers. It just means that your journey is calling for something different now. You don't have to park your car to keep them comfortable. You are allowed to keep on driving even if some people choose to stay behind. I won't go into specific details, but I remember a time when I felt that I had to stick with a version of myself and my life really because people expected it. When I think about it now, I realize that unconsciously, I was telling myself, you've been this way and in this situation for quite some time. It's been too long now, and it's just the way it's supposed to be. However, deep down, I knew I was evolving. I was just scared that changing would let people down. That fear was keeping me small, though. It was keeping me from my full happiness potential. And even though I felt that shift within me, I remained stagnant for about 2 years after that, until I decided to pivot straight out of that trance. And although it was an unsettling situation, I did what I had to do, and that was that, and I never looked back. Every season of life will ask you to become someone new, to expand, to release, to outgrow what no longer fits, even if it used to feel like home. And listen, change doesn't have to be dramatic. Sometimes it's subtle, like suddenly realizing, you know what, I don't believe that anymore. Or that thing I used to chase, it doesn't fulfill me like I thought it would. There was a point where I stopped asking, what do people expect from me? And instead started asking, what does my soul need right now? Let me tell you, giving myself permission to change, it felt like breathing fresh air after holding it in for quite some time. So if you're in that place where you feel yourself shifting, where the old you doesn't quite fit and the new you is just starting to form, honor that. You're not being inconsistent. You're not letting anyone down. You're evolving. And that is something to celebrate, not apologize for. Now say it with me. I am allowed to change. If this spoke to you, drop a comment and let me know. What's one change you're making right now that feels true to who you're becoming? And remember, you're not behind, you're not broken, you're growing. And that's a beautiful thing. Thanks for being here with me. I'm cheering you on always. See you on the next one. Bye. Exactly what your soul needs to hear. No. Man. Isn't betrayal. Nope. Nope. Isn't and I know. Hola, Oli. You are allowed to change. No. Today, I'm going to dive what your soul needs to hear. Exactly what it's bravery. No. 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 To why do I keep on forgetting? Have you ever felt guilt? Hi, I'm Marisol. Sometimes, no, no, no. It just means that they were, I don't remember what they were. It's just too, no. I remain stagnant. No.